How's it going, everyone? My name is Jacob, and welcome back to the Pro Series. And in today's session, an episode, we'll be going through overdue letters. Let's jump into it. Today, I'll be going over search parameters, editing template, this information displayed in overdue reports, how to read them, how to send them, and then also how to schedule overdue letters as well. So to access overdue letters, we want to start from the home page, open up the system menu, and scroll down to reports. Open up reports. And to get our first letter, we have a template under reports created by FSI in the overdues tab. We want to click overdues template, so overdues letter. And there are two ways to create our own copy. Either click it, then click duplicate, or we can go into open, then click configure. Both versions will bring up the screen here where we'll see overdue letter duplicate. And this is where we want to call our overdue report something, I guess, meaningful, like first notice. And we'll do term 4. And now we can jump into conditions. Now this here will dictate who receives the overdue letter. So right now, because class grade is set to nothing, anyone with an overdue book will be generated. So we click save and then click generate, and we'll see a big list of everyone's overdue items. And we can quickly show why this format looks like this. So if we jump into configuration again, into template, we can see the skeleton of overdue letter. So anything with the black background is customizable in a sense. It will grab whatever the corresponding word is. So if we have first name here, it will grab the first name of the patron in this letter. So that's where we hit preview here. We can see it actually populated. So it's grabbed someone with a name. We have Quentin here. It grabbed their first name here. Grab what class grades they were in. Whatever your site's called, it will be populated here. Current date displayed here. Then we have a list of the due items listed down here. If we close this, we can see in here of how it's all organized. And we can change all this. We can change the format into the template. We can do all of this fancy stuff. So to begin, we'll go over a quick review of how we can customize this. So what we do is to customize this, we want to click the gear icon right here. This brings up a little box where we can add and edit the text. So here we can be like, the blue items are overdue. This is the first reminder. And then click save. And then we have the text being populated. Furthermore, to add and edit the black background text, we can open up the gear icon again. And we can highlight this to delete it. And to add it back here, we want to go up to this tab right here, this drop down box right here, expand it, use it to find first name, then click the plus icon. And wherever your mouse cursor was when you left this text box is where this will be placed. So if I place the cursor at the end of this stop point, then click this, that's where first name is placed. Just highlight that, delete it to remove it, click save. That's how we can, and that's pretty much the quick of editing templates and what you can do. Click save, and we can also rearrange this as your standard report. We can move this left and right, move this left and right, make things a bit more neater. We're gonna expand this a bit more down. We can do all sorts of things. And if say you want to add more, say you accidentally deleted this part, so let's just go ahead and accidentally delete it. Whoops. To re-add that, all we got to do is from a previous, I guess, thing here, a block, I should call it, I guess, we have little arrow keys here. And if we want to make something below this, we'll click the down arrow key. This will create a new little block, and then we can grab either an image, a text, a result box, and just place it down there. So just grab this down here, drag it to the bottom. We'll set highlighted blue, let go. Now we can have an editable text field. Call it yours sincerely. Good thing I can spell properly. And sincerely, I'm gonna struggle. Oh, I got it. First try. Library staff. Right. You can edit that to have you see fit. Whatever you want to customize the report is what will be sent out. So we'll save this. We'll go back to conditions. Talk more about conditions here. So if you want to send it to just a specific patron or student, class grade doesn't really get what we want. It's too many. So we can do a single patron, and we can scroll down and find patron barcode right here. We also have the option of either doing don't include these patrons, contain just if you have a fragment of a barcode, you can just do contain, and then blank and non-blank. If they have a patron barcode or not, list them there. In the include list, I have an example patron ready to go. I'll paste their barcode in there. We can go and then hit save and then click generate. And now we have Jonathan Giles here, and that's all his overdues. Now, how do we send this to him? Well, we have an email button at the bottom of this taskbar here, this little toolbar. We click that and we get this pop up. And first thing to note is the subject line right here. We'll talk about the stuff up here later. So the subject line, this is what the email subject will be. So whatever is input here is what they all say. So if you don't want Smart City Report included here, we can just delete that. And then the subject line will only read this when they receive it. And then to send, we'll hit send now. And then it will list their email address here. If they do not have an email address, this will be blank. They will need to have an email address for them to receive a overdue email. And if you're happy with this, you can go ahead and click confirm. Email has been successfully sent. Close out of that. And how do we know if they've actually received it? Did we send one out? We can check that by going into reports, going to email logs, open that up, and then just input the name of the report of your overdue. So ours was first notice term 4, generate. There we have our report, and we can see that it has been sent. And we can also preview of what the report looked like as well by clicking view email, this little link right here. Click that, and there we have what Jonathan Giles has received. It will look exactly like this. How do we know if a student has an email address attached to their account? Well, what you can do is you can go into catalog. You can go into patron management. You then want to look up students, so do their patron barcode. Then we can see their email. They have an email in the email field. Now, additionally, we can send a overdue letter to the student's parent. If we jump into configure and jump into result data, what they need to have is parent email in this list right here. So to add to that, we'll need to hit the plus sign. We'll see a session number now. We'll hit the drop down box and scroll down to patron and then find parent email. Click parent email, click save, and we jump over to the template. We can now address this to the student's parent. So click the gear icon, highlight this. We don't want first name anymore. We want parent's name. Go through the list. We don't have parent name there. Well, we can add it. So we'll jump out of that, click save, go back to result data, go to the right, click the plus line, then we can go and select parent surname. Save, go into template, click the gear icon. Right here, we have dear parent surname. Hit the plus sign, the below items. So now we can edit the edit the text. Your child has the below items which are from Overdue. Click save. Click save. Now this is addressed to the parent. So once we hit generate, will be still for Jonathan Giles, but now it's directed to or addressed to Mr. Giles. And now to send it to the parent, all you gotta do is hit email, and from the mail to drop-down box, you want to hit parent email. And now when we click send now, it'll ask us, do you want to send it to this address? It's a different address. And if we quickly go back to patron management and head over to the parent tab, you can see which address it's been sent to, the student's parent email address. If there's nothing here, I say if I undo that and click save, go back to reports, and then redo this, and then click send now. And then select parent email. Nothing appears because there's nothing in the parent field. That's how we can send a email, an overdue email to a student, an overdue email to a parent, and additionally, we can send it to a class grade. So if I go into class grade, and if I leave nothing there, this will send it to every patron in the school, including teachers, including students, anyone with an account in an overdue book. They have something that's overdue with these parameters, they'll be sent a letter. And because user 2 here doesn't have a parent surname in their information, nothing appears in this field. Again, if I now click email, then click send now, it will ask to confirm, do you want to send an overdue letter to all these email addresses? If we do, we click yes. Same thing with parents. If I want to send it all to the parent emails, we can click select mail to parent email, and select send now. And because the thing has appeared, none of those patrons have a parent email in their information. All right. And finally, automatic emails, we can schedule them to go out automatically. In the same box, we can just click email. And this is where we can decide how we want to send automatic emails. So we can decide the first date it's sent. We can decide its starting time. Now this is local time to your time zone. We can decide frequency, every hour, daily, weekly, fortnightly, monthly. So say we click fortnightly. Select we'll do tomorrow's date. So every time at, let's say, bright and early at 9 AM. We want it to say overdue letters first notice. Then we're going to hit and click schedule. And now this report will be sent out every day or every Friday at 9 AM as seen here. And that's what they'll receive. Then to disable it, all you have to do is press the big red button. It'll tell you, do you want to stop this email schedule? Yes, and then it's stopped. And then next runtime will tell you if it's disabled or not. So that's really overdues in a nutshell. Quick recap. So to first access them, we'll go back to the home page. We go from the system menu down to reports into reports. To make a new one, we'll use a default report of overdues letter. We can then either open it and click configure, or just hit duplicate. That's where we get to rename it. And then once you've renamed it and saved it, it'll be appearing in reports created by me in overdues. And if we scroll down to find what we called it first notice term 4. Then you can open it up. This box here will, the search parameters right here will tell us who to look up. So right here, we're only looking at one patron, and we click generate. Only one patron is generated. If we want more, we can either choose homeroom or class grade. We hit generate now, then we'll list everyone in the school because nothing's been set into the parameters. Anyone with an overdue book will be listed here. Next up, we have result data. I didn't go over this much, but most important, if you do want to send an email to a parent, you must have parent email and parent surname, really just parent email included here. You can also include other things such as postcode, street address, state. If you want to have like a letterhead for the letter as well, you can include that. Additionally, if you want more information on the parent, you can select the appropriate tabs. You want their title as well. We can include that. Then finally, the template. We get to decide what the letter contains and what the individual sees. We can edit it here. We can click the gear icon to update the text however we see fit. We can add in black background text that pulls information from result data from the drop-down menu here. And we can quickly, if we wanted to, delete this, replace it with, say, the student's first name. Click Save to make the changes. Click Save again to save the report. And that's what the letter now reflects. We can also hit Preview, get a little sneak peek of what it looks like. And then if we hit Generate, we can look at email. Our subject line is what it is stated here. We can edit this how we see fit. This is what the email will be. The subject line of the email will be. So whatever you set here is what they will say over there. We can decide if you want to send it to the email, to the student, or the parent email. Now, parent email will only show up if in result data, parent email is selected. Otherwise, it won't appear. Same goes with email. If email isn't there, this won't appear in this box. Additionally, you can specify this email to a specific address. If you want, you can just place it here. And if you don't want we quickly go back to our email log to confirm if it's been sent or not under email logs. We'll bring up the title of it. So we called it first notice term 4, generate. Now, if you want to customize this from address, that's in this field. Yeah. If you're happy if anyone want to send it, you just click Send Now. A list of emails that you're sending this to will appear here. And then to send them, you click here to confirm. To automatically schedule this to go out automatically, you can set the first start date of when it will first start to send. So you can select a start time as well, and then a frequency of it. Once you're happy with these configurations, you can go ahead and click Schedule, and then the next runtime will tell you when the next one's being sent out. To disable it, you just hit Disable, then click OK. And again, the email log to tell you if it's been correctly sent, and also allow you to show you a preview of what is actually sent. And I guess the last thing I'll leave off with is they can only receive an email if they have an email populated in the email field. And if you want to send it to the parents, you need to make sure that they have an email populated in this field right here. So that's it on Overdue letters. Hope this was informative. And if you have any more questions, I'll be remaining here in chat for a little bit. But if not, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye for now.